So hey everyone, and welcome back to the channel. Now, if a lot of you watch our channel, you know it's more around motorcycles and motorcycle trips and tours and things. I get up into the Lake District and all over the UK quite a bit on my bikes, but one of the things I do love is a good cup of coffee. And rather than take a flask with me that can go cold, I've come across a portable espresso coffee machine that actually brews an espresso and also heats the water up. So I'm going to show you today the portable espresso coffee maker. This is from a company called Outin, and this is the Outin Nano. This was sent to me by Outin to test and try, and I've been using it now for a couple of weeks. It's super portable and easy to put in my top box or any side pannier on the motorcycle. Take it, have a nice ride around the Lake District, sit next to the lake, and just make myself a nice cup of coffee. So we're going to do a bit of an unboxing first, show you what's in the box, and also show you how the unit works. Now I must say the product does come with lovely packaging. It comes with an outer sleeve. Take that off. And then you've got a nice box underneath in green. Just take the tabs off. Now, when you open the box, the packaging is really well presented. It's got some nice colourful pictures on, but also it's got some useful information about how to brew with it. And inside you've got a one-page sheet which tells you a lot about what this product is capable of. Underneath that you've got an instruction manual and card, and also some stickers just there. And then underneath that section we have the product itself. Now, the unit, we have a cup that goes on the bottom of the unit. You have another section, a measuring scoop and tamper, and also a USB-C to USB-C lead for charging the device. Like I say, very well presented, also with good clear instructions. So a really well put together package. Okay, so in the box itself, I mentioned we've got a cup. Now on the bottom of the unit, you unscrew this section, and then what you've got here is a housing that you screw on the bottom. But you've also got this device, which is where you put coffee capsules into. Now I'll be showing you the capsules, how to brew shortly. So you get that section, and then the other one that came out of the box is for the coffee grounds to go inside. So you can use coffee grounds, or you can use the capsule with this device. Now I do find that when I'm out on the bike, if I take some of the coffee capsules with me, you know, 2 or 3, if I'm after a couple of coffees when I'm out and about, those are the easiest way to brew, and then I'm not messing around with coffee granules and things. The coffee pods that I use or are used with this machine are the Nespresso ones. So I prefer good Italian coffee, so I use the Lavazzo. These are the coffee pods, as you can see just here, and those are the ones that go into this section. So what I'm going to do first is I'm going to brew up with the coffee pod a nice espresso. Also, if you like me, I do like a cappuccino or a milky coffee. So I have a separate device just here which has some milk in it, and this is a milk frother and milk heater. Now this one is powered by the mains, so I generally use this at home, or if I'm down on our boat, or if you're camping or caravanning, you could take one of these units as well. So that's when I heat my milk up and froth my milk, and I'm going to be using that in today's video. So one thing I will mention is the little USB-C to USB-C lead that they provide. You can actually charge this device on the back just here. You've got a little flap that opens, and then you've got the USB-C input just there. Once the unit's charged up, it does brew or heat up water and brew a hot coffee up to 5 cups, and literally where you put the water in the top just here, that will then heat up and brew. You can do, like I say, 5 cups of from cold to hot. which is excellent for when I'm out on the bike, or up to 200 cups you can actually dispense through if you're using boiling water from a kettle. So if you're at home, or if you're out camping and you've got a kettle on the camper van, or you know, wherever you are in the tent and you've got electricity in a kettle, you could do it that way as well. But I find that when I'm out on the bike, to brew 5 cups is enough, and then when I get home I can charge it. Or you can just use a power bank to charge this device back up, and if you've got charging going into your top box, you can charge this device while you're riding along as well, so that's great. Okay, so we're going to get a cup and we're going to brew our first espresso. What I will say is this product does produce a nice creamer, even with the coffee pods. So we'll get our pod, we'll get our little attachment here, and I'm going to push the pod push it all the way down, and it'll pop the actual bottom of the pod. And then all you need to do is put that face down in the bottom. You will then screw it onto the device nice and tight, like so. And what I'm going to do on this occasion is I'll show you it heating up. I'll actually time it as well and show you that. It takes about 4 minutes to heat up, so I'll speed that section up a little bit. So what we'll do now, we'll put 50 milliliters of water into the top, and then I'll pop the lid on. I'm going to put the timer on my phone just here so you can see that. So if you push the button and hold it in, it will then start to heat up the water. So it's got 1 light on. When it gets to 4 lights, then you'll hear the beep. I've started the timer, as you can see here, and like I say, it takes about 3.5 to 4 minutes. We'll just speed that up just now. Now we're just coming up to 3 minutes and 30, and we're nearly up to 4 lights just now. I've just rested it on the top of the cup, which is easy, and then as soon as the unit beeps, it will then start to, there we go. So as you can see with the other camera just here, we're getting a nice crema on top, and this is dispensing a single espresso. Now I've used these glasses as an example so you can see through them, but normally I would use an espresso cup. And there you have it, a beautiful single espresso with a beautiful rich creamer on the top. Yeah, absolutely lovely that. So that's a single espresso. So what we're going to do now is we're going to grab another glass, put that one aside, and I'm going to brew another espresso, this time using the coffee grounds. So what we'll do is we'll unscrew the bottom and take the pod out. Literally, we'll just pull the pod and pop it in there. And then we're going to get the coffee ground section. Take some coffee grounds and we're going to put it in the coffee ground basket just here. Now I'm not going to measure it, weigh it for this purpose. I'm just going to put what I think is enough. And I'm just going to use the tamper on the bottom of the scoop just to press it down like so. And then I'm going to put the cap on the top, press that down. I'll put that into the lower section just like that. And then I'm going to screw that on to the bottom of the machine. Okay, so we need to put in the top again 50 ml of water like so. Again, cold water. I'm going to heat that up by long pressing, and then that will heat up again. It took about, I think it was about 3 minutes 45 seconds to heat the other one up, which is pretty good. So while I'm out on the bike, I can be sat next to a lake, nice picnic area, and have a beautiful espresso. Now, while that water's heating up, like I said, I do like a cappuccino or a milky coffee. I have a portable milk frother here. This is just a generic brand that I bought, but it really is a great little device. Not only froths up the milk, but it also heats it up. You can hear the water just boiling and getting nice and hot in the top there. It does come with a nice seal, so no water will spill out of there once you put that on. what I'm going to do is I'm just going to pop it in the top of the cup. The cup that the unit comes with is a really nice, well-made cup that fits on the bottom. So when you're out and about and traveling, this would be a lovely cup for your espresso when you sat next to the lake, just like we were on the Triumph Bonneville recently. And then once the espresso is made, we'll have a taste test between the Lavazzo pods. And the coffee grounds that I'm using, by the way, today is also Lavazzo. So they're both the same, whether it be coffee grounds or the coffee pods, so they should taste very similar. So there we go. Now looking at the crema on top, I'm getting a little bit better crema from the coffee pods. So yeah, if I put these side by side, I'll just take that out of the way. So you've got this one here is the coffee pod, a little bit more creamer on top of there, and then this one just here is the coffee grounds. Like I say, both the same coffee from Lavazzo, but I'll test the taste. So that was the coffee pod, very nice, and that was the coffee grounds. Again, very similar taste. I do prefer the coffee pod, which is a pleasant surprise, really. So yeah, the coffee pod for me works really well when I'm out and about traveling, or if you're at home, then the coffee grounds would be probably easier to use and less expensive, of course. Okay, so the next one that we're going to make today, I'll get a larger glass just here. Okay, so this time I'm going to use the coffee pod again to make a cappuccino. And what I'm going to do is just put that into there, press it down nice and neat, and then screw it onto the bottom of the unit, nice and tight, like so. Now I need to heat my milk up, so I'm just going to start that. That takes about 1 minute 50 just to heat up the milk, which is really good. You can see it's just twirling the coffee around, and that actually gets more intense as it heats up and froths the coffee. So my milk is finished now. What I'm going to do is I'm just going to put the milk into the glass first and add some of the nice froth on top of there. Okay, so timing is everything. Obviously the milk is hot in here, that's just come out of the milk frother. So I should have started the machine a little bit earlier. Okay, so the water's heating up nicely. We're just on 4 bars, just flashing there. And then as soon as we hear the tone, okay, there we go. As you can see, the coffee's sitting nicely underneath the froth on the top there. And then once that's dispensed, I'm just going to give it a stir. And obviously you can, you know, put 2 espressos, a double espresso, 2 pods if you wanted to, into the cappuccino. And just give that a nice stir. Mix all that lovely froth up just there. Yeah, perfect consistency. Okay, so I mentioned a double espresso. We'll pop that to one side. Another package that arrived yesterday, which is the Outin Nano Basket Plus. And inside of here, you get, there's your bottom that screws onto the device. Obviously this basket that comes in here is a double shot, so you can put more coffee grounds. This isn't for a pod, by the way. If you wanted a double shot of espresso using the pods, you'd have to do two extractions with using 2 pods. But yeah, you can put more coffee grounds in there. They also give you a ring on the top, which I'll explain in a second. And then you get the really nice tamper on the top as well. Okay, so what we do here is we can get some coffee grounds with our scoop. We can put it into the larger basket. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to pop the ring on top, just there, and then get the tamper. And then you need to press that down all the way until it stops. Like so. And then you can see just in the basket, lovely pressed coffee grounds. We're going to put that into the surrounding, the bit that you screw on, pop the lid on, and then that will then screw onto the bottom of the coffee machine, like so. When you put the water in, literally put it up to max, or however you prefer your double espresso, and just extract, heat it up, or put boiling water in the top. Like I say, double press just to extract your coffee from there. So that's how to do the double espresso. So if you like double espresso or large cappuccinos, then that device would be good to purchase also. So the Outin Nano, very happy with it. Like I say, I've been using it now for a couple of weeks. The coffee that this machine puts out is really, really good. Very impressed with it. For me, traveling a lot for work as well, I just take this along now. And also on my bike trips from now on, I'll be taking this device with me to get those nice coffees. It's great to stop at coffee shops and things, but when you've got your own personal espresso machine on the bike with you, or in the car, or when you're camping or anything, it just makes it all that little bit special. So thanks for tuning in. If you're not a subscriber to the channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button. And also if you can give the video a big like, that'll be great. Thank you very much. Catch you on another video soon. Ciao for now.